Hey guys, welcome back to D&D. This is the final session of this set of episodes. Just a quick recap of the last session. We encountered a group of knights from a time period some 500 years before our own of the Empire of Forlin. We very easily convinced them that their entire life was a lie and that they in fact were undead constructs. They seemed mildly disturbed for a while. One of their party members, I think, imploded from this knowledge. Some disappeared in a poof and left their robe behind. It was awkward. Sir Softdick, or whatever his name was, didn't get really excited about it. But that, to be fair, is probably in character. And he was there for a while and then decided randomly it was time to ride and rode off without us, leaving behind one horse, who our party cleric promptly banished, leaving us somewhat fucking up shit creek with no paddle. So here we are. We've had a very interesting encounter with a very interesting group of NPCs we'd kind of like to learn more about. They've said follow us, but they don't leave tracks on their ethereal fucking horses that we can't keep up with. And our smirking cleric remains with us. And here we are plodding along on our camels, which we found out one of which is female to add to the party dynamics. One female camel and 3 male camels were plodding along towards the next part of this plot. The GM has informed us, in fact, pace-wise, we are also plodding along. So, here we are.
Did you miss the last part? Because so did we.
Yeah, right? And one more thing. Sorry, just one more thing. You may have noticed that JoINrbs looks a lot brighter. In fact, we've been recording now for almost 18 hours, and the sun has come back out on his side of the world, and it is, in fact, now morning in his time.
Yeah. Also, he's, we just told him that he was undead, and he got that persuasion roll right. So, I mean...
Oh, I haven't even tried that yet. I fucking ruining it. God damn it. All right.
No, I mean, literally, JoINrbs is...
Oh, I see. Yeah, he's ethereal now with that light balance. That's a good point.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to pick up here.
But then you spoil... You know.
Yeah, I did. Fuck. All right. So...
Okay, so we were going to try, because we have no other interaction with these ghost NPCs, to try and find the tiefling nomads, as we were doing before we encountered the ghost NPCs.
We did this last week. No, I remember it.
Let's move on.
Okay. Perhaps you'd like to lead the way now that our horse, who might just lead the way, is gone. Belorin.
What?
Never mind. Let's just lead someone else. ASAP. Okay.
Alright, you guys continue?
Yeah.
Yes, continue.
Great. Alright, so you guys scowl at each other for the next couple hours for various reasons towards various people. And it's rather uneventful. You know, now that all this excitement has kind of died down, the night is very cold, very still, and you're just riding from dune top to dune top. It's been about 3 or 4 with nothing yet. Aiden's getting a little frustrated. He said, anywhere now. We have to, we're going to find them soon.
Can I insight check him, see if he's full of shit and he has no idea where we are?
Sure.
Okay, I'm very curious about this roll. This could determine a lot. Ooh, not a good one.
I trust him. He told me all about the type.
But I don't trust you.
You have no idea if he's lying or not, but you feel like you have to trust him, I guess, because you don't know any better. So, okay. All right, so you guys continue on, and it's probably about 1 a.m. at this point. It's been quite a few hours between your long encounter with the Ghost Knights and the going from dune to dune, when you see in the distance on the next dune over, you think you might see something. Roll perception. All right, I need Fang.
Glad we waited. The suspense made that better for sure.
Woo! All right, so Flint and Belorin, you have to kind of squint because of your dark vision, but you squint and you think you see tents on the next dune.
Aye, they're up ahead. We finally found them.
Most likely the tieflings, yeah.
All right, so you bother responding to that.
He's still mad.
So you guys approach?
Yes, we approach.
Yes.
All right. So as you approach, you get closer and closer. You go down into the valley, back up the dune.
Just a
and
second. As we're going down in the valley, I just kind of say, yes, of course, the tieflings. That's who we're looking for.
And most likely, maybe
didn't-
it's somebody else.
I didn't.
Maybe
Yeah, I didn't whispers. He says, "What did you see?"
Plans.
Oh, well, Aiden whispers that to us.
Yes. Yeah. What did you? He didn't see anything. What did you see?
Some tents. It's definitely a nomadic group. It's got to be them.
It could
They
be
don't use tents.
Could be the Yonti tents.
What? They don't use tents?
Undead Yonti tents.
Well, let's
about
find
the-
out when we get there.
What are the? Wait, no.
Belorin, try to banish it.
Like,
How far are the tents? How far are the tents?
You guys are in the valley of
Right.
in between the dune you were on and the
Why
dune
are
that-
we in the valley?
We have to go.
What are you guys doing?
That's the only way to get from
Where have
one
you
dune
been?
top to another
No, it
dune
isn't.
top.
No, you could travel along the dune tops. You're talking. You're going.
Oh
you're
my
going.
god, we
X-
got into the valley?
Yeah.
Get out of here, you undead, and take with you all remembrance of everything you've just said.
Can we not go down into the dune
It's too late.
to
No, we're
get to
already
the
there.
other?
It's too late. We're there. You can't just retroactively change this. This isn't
Well,
a conversation.
Zygon is the one that said we were down in the fucking
Then it's,
pit.
we're
I
doubly
asked
fucked.
you-
The GM just told us.
I asked you, are you going towards
Yes!
them? That
Boom, boom.
Okay,
Into the
So-
valley. To the valley
you
we
start
go.
climbing the next dune.
we go towards the tents. Yes.
Okay.
yes.
All right. So you start climbing closer.
At what point do
You-
we realize that when our guide tells us they're not tents, surely they don't use tents, surely we would stop
Sure.
and we'd kind of be like, huh.
Yeah, I didn't.
Nevertheless,
I
Zygon, it does seem like there are tents ahead of us.
didn't, he like looks puzzled. He can't.
Time's a wasting, Zygon.
He says, the Yanti and the Tieflings, neither of them would use tents.
Well, I
I
described.
don't know what beings this would be.
Why would beans? Anyway, all right.
Someone has
find
to
out.
be in the tent.
Let's find out.
Let's go in
There's
guns
No
blazing.
point not going. So.
Let's not go in murdering everyone we see. No. Let's just find out who's there.
Let's send in
Let's-
Fang. Fang's a stealthy guy, a sneaky little fuck. Sometimes, in fact, we could send him in.
I am a
In a
stealth
desert, sneaking.
Do you doubt me?
It's night. It's at night.
I don't doubt you. I doubt
Do you doubt me, dwarf?
Like, even I can see you. Like, how do you hide from me?
Been a lot of alcohol tonight.
He doubts
Let's
you.
Let's just get
I
closer.
instigate. No, Belorin says, "Do you doubt him?" And I immediately begin instigating. As soon as he says that, I'm like, "Look at it. He doesn't even think you can hide from him. How are you gonna hide from a whole group of people in tents? They have tents, for fuck's sake. The technology that implies."
Okay.
Fang
Are you
attempts
going-
to turn into a rock.
Wait, are you going to try?
Roll me nature.
Wait. I want-
In nature.
Let's go for it.
You learn that rocks are not
That's
human
fine,
beings.
yeah.
You try your damnedest. You roll into a ball, and you feel like you're a rock.
Feel like. Just feel like.
I play totally along. I'm like, where the fuck did Fang go? And I don't raise my voice too loud, but it's louder than the conversation voice we've been having. Fang! Now's not the time. There's people with tents, for fuck's sake. Tents! Fang!
Okay. Flint just kind of does a face palm, like the Picard face palm, and then he just kind of slowly continues towards the tents.
Okay.
I
So,
begin searching.
I will slowly follow him.
everyone roll me a perception.
I don't find him, do I? Does he get disadvantage for being a rock?
You get disadvantage for being a rock. You're a rock. You can't hear anything right now.
I mean, he's a monk. He's probably got all these powers of the mind. He's probably convinced himself he is a rock.
Okay.
Who said the rocks cannot hear?
Belorin. You can faintly hear as you guys are going up the second dune, somewhere behind you, you hear.
Like a snake?
I immediately turn around to
I
look
pat
for the
Fang
noise.
Jr. soothingly and be like, "It's okay, boy. Happens to the
Yeah,
best of us."
you hear like a snake.
The small snake.
Well, I thought that was
turn
the hiss
around.
of escaping gas.
Do you share that with the rest of the party?
Not that.
So you look behind you to check to see if you see a snake.
Yeah.
Roll me a second perception check.
Must
Maybe an
be very
intelligence
small.
check?
Wow. So
You really do notice that snake. The Yonti snake.
So my stealth roll was a 1. So this is like the biggest possible, like.
Different.
Gap.
All right, tell us what this is.
Or
then.
just stealth?
Describe. I want to hear the description of the biggest possible stealth discrepancy in D&D.
You turn around on your camel. And you see a snake completely upright doing like a hula dance.
And
Slithering.
Belorin just goes, "You can't fucking sneak in the desert. What are you, insane?" Stupid snake.
I will.
Only
will try
rocks are invisible in the
I will try
desert.
to find like. Do you see this? I can see that. Like, you cannot hide from me.
Oh my god.
So we all turn around and see the hula dancing.
Hula snake.
This is not snaking. Snaking.
Snaking, yep.
I'm just trying to make a pun.
No, I heard.
Anyways, so something quite interesting happens. Up the dunes, you see some rustling in these tents, and coming outside of a tent, you see like almost for a OOC explanation, you almost see like a giant pipe that has green etchings along it, almost like a glow stick, and it's kind of like a big glow stick that has like rivers coursing through it, except not one big solid like lightsaber, but like it seems like some sort of. It's a really shitty explanation, but it seems like almost like a.
How big is this glow stick?
It's probably about 2.5
Ravers
feet.
use tents. This is Burning Man.
All right.
We're
Okay,
here.
so there's a 2.5. Okay, wait. I need clarification. There's a
It's like
2.5 foot long glow stick coming out of the sand next to the tents.
Yeah.
And is
no,
that
coming out of
legal
the
in this
tent.
state yet, or would this still be illegal?
It's like the size of a sword, like a sword.
Okay,
Sorry.
so
Wait,
a
it's
sort
walking out of the tent on its own, or this is all our sight shows
No,
us?
that's all you see.
Okay.
and it's how far from us? Is it just right next to the tents?
It's right at the tent, which is about 90 feet.
No one's
away.
worried about
How
the dancing
convincingly am I a
fucking snake.
rock?
You're still a rock.
You are
You're
still a rock.
You've convinced
not-
yourself.
A rock at all? Okay,
I mean,
so
As convincing as it is in DOS 2. Put it that way.
Nobody knows.
okay, so
I'm
how
a rock.
far are the tents, and how far is this glowing sword that's coming out of the sand?
It's not coming out of the tent. It's coming out of the tent. So it's like someone
It
is
was
coming out of the
sleeping.
tent.
Now it's awake.
And how far is the hula dancing snake behind us?
About 10 feet.
Okay, let's address the thing that is right next to us and hula dancing.
About a quick tango away.
Okay.
I'm like out of character and in character. I'm pissed off that we're in a valley. I rolled the natural 20 to find out that we should go in the valleys. Like, why are we in the valley?
Because after rolling your natural 20, you stop giving input to anyone. So you have that information, but you're just sitting there being like, man, no valleys for us today. Oh, no valleys
Well, I was
for
pissed
us.
off because they fucking turned my undead mount.
See, that's why we're in the valley. You're a rock and you're pissed off about your horse being turned. So
Okay, so when we turn around and look at the hula dancing snake, it's just one of them?
It's just a snake. Like, it's a regular desert snake.
Does it look hostile?
Oh, it looks very fucking confused. Why is it hula dancing?
Is it a Yanti?
No, it's a snake.
It's a regular snake.
That's why I was like, is it just small snake or is it just
a regular snake?
It's not a
it doesn't even realize that we're there?
No, it doesn't care.
No, it was doing this on its own time, and we stumbled across it.
Look,
okay, so the snake...
he got a 24 perception against a nat 1 stealth. That you get a hula dancing snake. Like, that's just how this goes. The
snake behind us is harmless. We can disregard the snake at this point. So then there's a lightsaber-ish type glowing, glow stick, sword-ish looking thing coming out of a tent in front of it.
You understand, Zev, this is from perception, because we're in a valley, we're looking up, we're seeing the head of something. And on this head, there's something that looks like a glowing thing that's best described as a glow stick with shit coming down.
Okay, if we wait a moment, does the glow stick change in any way?
It's moving. It's like someone is holding it. And they're like moving it around, looking around,
or just around this area?
In the general area.
Okay, so essentially it's some kind of magical weapon that he's using for light, and there's some creature using it for a light source. Okay, should we approach? I assume yes.
Well, we're down to 3 party members in a rock.
We still don't know what this thing is.
Aiden can take his place.
It's still too far away for us to see clearly what it is. Yes.
The thing is, 60 feet is not very far.
Yeah, you guys could get closer, but
also it's up the hill, so.
Okay, so should we continue to approach, like party input?
Are we?
Yes.
Are you wanting to get everyone together and talk?
Well, we've stopped for a moment because someone has decided to ball up into a...
I say to Flint, and I say this audibly, cast the Abolish Rock. Let's get Fang back.
Abolish Rock? What?
Abolish Rock.
Flint, we need your magic now. We need Fang. Get him back.
Fang, we see you.
Flint,
and we can
Fang springs suddenly out of nowhere. The entire party is confused.
I act confused.
Oh my gosh, Fang, where were you? I'm so glad you're back.
I do about that.
Can we continue on?
Of course.
Excellent.
I've been conversing with my undead friends who have indoctrinated me in their group. I'll tell you about the secrets they taught me soon.
Finn Jr. is absolutely confused. Like, whoa, where did you come from?
Easy, boy, easy. I pat him again.
I fooled the camel
I'm trying to pat him
and the
aggressively
bard
hard to hope that he'll pass gas.
Finn Jr., his camel, not your camel.
Okay. I want to Belorin whisper to Fang, like, if you put faith in my god, I will put my faith in you.
Do you need another carrot? Are you out?
Well, I'm talking to Fang.
I thought you said to me. I thought you said to Finn.
Oh, did I? Sorry. It's
3 F names, so it's a
Sorry.
little confusing.
I meant Fang.
Oh, okay.
So what are we doing in the valley, and can we get out of the valley? Like, maybe...
Alright,
I've heard the Yanti stay in the valley.
Let's pull it together. There's only about a half hour, 45 minutes left of recording. We gotta get this shit together and on top of this stuff. We can't just be passed out as a rock somewhere. So
let's continue forward.
Right. Same team, Belorin. Same team.
You want to check out the tents?
But there's another dancing snake. We want to go to the What's more interesting?
Did you hear what I said?
No.
I want to help you, Fang. In your
You want to help me
action.
be a rock?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Well, I can stealth in on the tents. I'm probably not actually going to do it as a rock, but I can check it out for you guys.
I'd like to inspire
I
Fang.
want to touch. Wait, I want to touch Fang and Lord, hear my prayer. Help this man in his actions, and I cast guidance on him.
Okay.
I'd like to inspire him,
Okay.
and I would say,
Fang,
I'd like to say, Lord of Rocks, your holy boulderness, please give him your granite strength. And I say that to him, and I'd like to inspire him with those words.
Great.
You're about to
Fang.
be the most convincing rock ever.
Okay.
okay. Fang has had sort of a shitty night. He doesn't really appreciate all of this like magic being cast on him, but like he's past caring at this point. Honestly, like he had an undead horse which could float, and then he didn't, and now he's
He had
happy-
undead friends, and then he did.
Yep. Yep. Whatever. Where do you want the rock to go?
Scout
Check the
the
tent.
camp.
All right.
Find out, because it's not Yanti,
Just
and it's not the tieflings, so find out who's in the tents.
just do your best to like keep up, like be
No,
Be-
Be like,
be in
Six-
range.
It's
You
60 foot
understand.
away. We're not going anywhere.
be in range.
No.
Yeah,
We'll
be in range.
No,
We'll
We
be
will
here.
be in the range.
No,
Don't worry.
be like 100 feet away from you,
We'll be
so
like-
don't worry.
300 foot away from you, prone.
All right. Look, I don't care where the bard is. I want the dwarves within 50 feet if possible.
I will be prone
That-
right here, Fang. Don't you worry.
Don't worry, Fang.
I will
Don't
be at
worry,
the vision
Fang.
range, so 60 feet.
All
will
right,
keep
that
an eye
sounds
out.
great. That sounds great.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Everyone roll stealth. If you're all going together.
Well, we're not going together.
We're not moving. He's going.
Let's go.
No, I'm
Okay.
going.
I'll roll stealth.
Wow.
Okay, but
Wait,
Hold
that's
on.
insta-fail, right? So,
So-
it's like, we cannot
so-
boost it with the stuff.
So Fang, how do you want to RP your natural 1 stealth right now?
I try to turn into a rock, and like shuffling
seen DOS
forward
when you
in the
climb
desert,
ladders?
I make the natural rock mating call.
It's like a dying murloc.
You. Dag Wookie Wormer. Anyway. So,
But you're inspired and blessed.
doesn't matter. It's a natural one.
it's natural 1.
All right, so he sneaks up the hill with his utterly convincing rock mating call.
You hear in common, "Who goes there?" And the glowing sword-like objects grow closer to you.
Does he have a decision
Wait,
to make, or does he
wait.
continue rock mating call automatically?
Wait, you said objects. How many of these glowing?
2.
2. Okay. So Fang, you're the only one that heard that. So
I mean, I'm pretty
I'm
sure I'm a
prone.
rock making a rock mating call right now. I don't.
But you hear the challenge of the guards. Do you change your activity in any way?
I've rolled a natural 1. Do I?
mean, they detected you, so what do you do now?
Alright. Greetings, good friends. I am Fang.
So are you prone, like rolled
Not
up
thank you,
right
I'm a
now?
rock.
Greetings.
Oh, it's like a very tall rock.
It's a rock
That's
that
one
walks
of
on
the
2
problems
feet.
with it as a stealth,
Oh, my name is Rock.
the stealth
They-
option.
Yeah.
So they grow closer to you, and you can now see the glow, the green glow of their weapons against their face. It's 2 human guards in modern armor, and he looks at you and says, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
I'm Fang.
And what are you doing here?
I'm investigating the tents and the green light.
Are you alone?
Currently, yes, but I have friends between 60 and 300 feet away from me. Some of them prone.
Wait, do we hear that? Because
No,
yes, we are
no,
60 feet. We can
Nope,
see that. We
nope,
can see that.
Can't hear that.
yeah, we
This
can't.
is-
We
this is
can't.
normal conversational tone. We can probably
Okay.
hear that there is a conversation occurring.
Are you adventurers?
We are guild members sent on a quest to restore balance to the magic in this region.
What guild do you hail from?
Bracers.
The Bracers. Thank you, Dwarf, who's slightly within hearing range.
I was out of character.
Yeah, I got
forgot.
He squints at you and he says, "It's a damn weird bunch. It's very interesting. We didn't think that any bracers would be in the area. Gather your companions. I think my commander would like to speak to you."
I look back toward my companions and summon them with the natural rock mating call.
That's like
Roll, Fang, real quick. Roll me a perception and a nature roll, both. Wow.
Just to see if any rocks in the area try to mate with me.
It's the danger of assuming another identity.
So these weapons, now that they're closer to you and they're near examination range, you can feel that whatever these weapons is emitting is some sort of unnatural use of phonons. Even with a 3, that's so natural to you that you can just tell that this is phonons. There's something weird going on with that weapon. And so.
Okay, so Flint and Belorin see Fang call him. So I
guess we just
Flint would just continue on.
And because Finn is 300 meters away and he cannot see, I don't care.
300 meters is like the next
Who's
dude.
300 meters?
300 feet, you said.
Who said that?
Oh.
Not meters. Meters
Feet,
is
okay.
1 or 2
feet.
kilometers
Whatever,
away.
it's 300 feet. You cannot see
Finn
us.
has dug a foxhole and he's
Finn, where are you exactly?
I'm 300 feet away, of course.
That's
I don't care. I don't care.
I didn't say that, though. They never said those words.
All right.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, so Flint will
We were
look
60
over his
foot away.
shoulder.
No, I'm 60
Look
foot
over
away.
his
where I was.
shoulder.
Okay.
He can't see Finn,
Okay.
but he'll say, "All right, Finn, come on. It's we're going to parlay with them."
So while they're gathering, I do want to roll an insight to see whether or not I need to like get the hell out of Dodge.
Okay. Sure.
I don't
I don't
think I'm going.
1000% trust these guys.
Okay.
I'll use a 1d4 on that, I think.
Yeah, you get
Was it 1 minute already? Oh.
No, I think he can. Sure.
Okay.
He ran up the hill going, and like fucking didn't get
He
spotted. He got
failed his
spotted in
stealth
about
roll.
1 second.
He failed his stealth roll so fast that I'll allow it. Like man. Ooh. All right. So, yeah, with the 19, you can tell that they are genuinely surprised that you are here, that your guild is involved with whatever they're doing, and that they legitimately want to talk and see what's going on.
Okay.
Fang, who are your new
When-
non-undead friends?
Fang, when you called us, what did you say? And because you didn't tell them how many party members you had, you said to have some friends. What did you say when you called us?
I said,
It is a calling.
But no one would move if you said that. We just assumed you were trying to roleplay a fucking rock again. So
really?
But
yeah.
I assumed that we've already established like what my rock calls are and stuff like that. And
Oh,
you guys
thought we would
understand.
be able to interpret that?
That's an
was
established
come
party.
Also,
forward
I
on rock.
believe
Okay,
me
Flint
and-
is so smart and has dealt with Fang for so long that Flint would know that mating call means, all right, they caught me. Just come on, let's talk.
Also, we should be able to see the
The
two
meta
guys
part of
like
me
pointing
goes-
weapons at him.
The bard should be talking, but the part of me I would have definitely have hid, trying to take advantage of that. So I'm staying. I would not have moved when that happened. I would attempt to be hiding.
Flint did definitely
Okay,
look back.
That's fine. I'm just saying I'm trying to hide.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
So
All
the
right.
three of you approach.
Okay, so let's say that Flint and Belorin catch up to Fang, and we wait there for a while for Finn to catch up to us. And after a while that we notice that Finn is not joining us, then we do what exactly?
Ah, I see that my companions are here. What is it that you wanted to talk to us about exactly?
So the two figures that you can now see as human, like you said, like I said before, they're human, modernly armored people. You see one heavily armored, much taller human without a lightsaber, for lack of a better term. And he looks at you and he says, "Bracers, huh? What are you doing in these parts? Are you here to sabotage our mission?"
What is your mission?
He looks at you and he says, "I don't like you."
It's fair.
But
We all feel the same way here.
But as
You're
the
not
commander,
here, Finn. You're over there.
yeah, as the commander of the Rezhambir army,
Red what?
Rezhambir. And real quick,
Beer?
I did not make that name up. That was given to me by the map. We're gonna move over to the map real quick.
No, I believe you. I don't need the map.
That is here.
They didn't even spell it properly. There's no I. It's double E.
Oh, the
In beer.
Ah,
The Rysam army?
No, the Res Humbir.
Res Humber.
It's
They're
beneath
kingdom
the
of
kingdom of
Humbir.
Res Humbir.
Rysam, because it's spelled on the map Rysam.
No, it's right here.
It's right below.
Res
Oh, I
Humbir.
see. Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay,
the kingdom,
gotcha.
yeah.
So no.
He says, the upcoming area is very dangerous. I'm not sure why you're here, but we can't have you interfering. What is your mission? You bracers, you're given a mission, correct? State your purpose.
Boldly go. No.
We're not trying to interfere with anything. We've got to find out what the heck is going on with the Phonons down here.
Wow, we could have really used the Bard right now. It would have been a really great time to have the Bard.
What?
What are you talking about?
He nods his head. He says,
I'm prone.
"Interesting. So we do share the same mission then." You see,
Lovely.
he looks behind him. You can't really see. He's just kind of gesturing. We have found the the tribe of Kyrim, and we were about to investigate their camp to find where this anomaly is.
It seems like we're here for the same thing, Don. Then, you mind telling us where it is so we can go investigate also?
You see, we've actually already tried dealing with them, and we were rather unsuccessful. They're very uncooperative bunch. So let me tell you what. You, as bracers, are unaffiliated. That could be to our benefit. Have the chief do one thing for me, and I will hire you for an additional 1,000 gold.
Aye. More gold sounds good to me. What is
And declare-
going on?
And Finn doesn't hear that. Finn isn't here, right? Just to clarify.
Yep.
All
that's
right,
right.
good. Just wanted to clarify that. All right.
Divide by 3,
Depends on
not
the
4.
task.
You see, the chief doesn't like us. He thinks that we're looking for this anomaly for our personal gain, and
Where's Eigen?
Aiden's with you.
With me?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, you guys are friends.
Keep prone.
Okay,
Eigen.
well,
Keep
what does the
prone.
guy say, though? What does the guy say?
Yeah. You see, he thinks we're going to use this for the wrong purpose, and this isn't true at all. Simply, we just want to correct the wrongs of this phonic anomaly. That way we can go back to our kingdom safe and sound.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah.
I want to know if he's saying the truth or there's like other meaning behind it.
So, his story seems to be true, but when he talks about his intentions, it doesn't seem to be fully truthful.
Okay, so just a second. So the Bracers are like this sort of global organization that get hired by lots of other kingdoms. And so right now, the kingdom to the north on the map, Ki Shakir, is the current one that has hired us to like figure out this anomaly.
Yep.
It's reasonable to assume that the kingdom of Rez Hambir, which is where they're from, have in the past also hired the Bracers, yes?
It's fair to assume that the Bracers are hired by anyone who's willing to, hire them.
Okay. Well,
So,
go ahead.
I was going to say, you see, there is a problem up ahead. There is a giant, sandworm that they called the Sand Dragon that may or may not have eaten a whole platoon of my men.
Sorry, sand dragon or sandworm? Which one?
What's a
They
platoon?
call it the Sand Dragon.
It's a sandworm that they call the Sand Dragon.
You're
It's a
not
nick-
here, Fang.
Sand,
Wait,
Sand Dragon is a nickname for a sandworm.
How many people are a platoon? I've forgotten.
I'm
You're not
sorry,
here,
these
Fang.
two are really different.
I
About
feel like I've
30.
also forgotten.
Wait,
Platoon's
a
about 30.
sandworm versus a sand dragon? Yes, I can see how you'd be worried about that. They do. I suppose for a non-English speaker, if you're just translating that like literally, there would be a difference in power.
Yeah, it's a nickname.
It could
It's
be an
because there are
earthworm or a dragon.
No, there are 5 different types of sandworm. So, could be.
1% of sand.
Please no. Let's skip that.
So
That was
okay,
good.
so a sandworm is like literally a giant worm, and it's not an actual
Why is
dragon.
it
Could
called
be
the
an
sand dragon?
earthworm. You should clarify.
It's just a nickname. It's just a nickname,
It's
as
a
in
nickname.
it's very powerful. Let's nickname it something powerful. That's all.
Why not leave it at the sandworm?
Because it's a nickname.
Sand dragon can be kinda misleading.
So perhaps a way to travel over the sand without touching it would be useful at this time. Fang says.
I start chanting in the background, Madib, Madib, just in the background, just very, very softly. Me and the camel and I can hear it.
So,
Okay, continue
Let-
with the story, please.
let me be clear here. I have reinforcements coming. And when my reinforcements get here, I would like this sand dragon to be tamed. Now, I don't know what power they have over this. However, when confronted, they seemed reluctant to give me any information on it.
You mean the tieflings control the dragon?
I don't know. They did not communicate with me what exactly their relationship is.
So where
But-
exactly are the tieflings?
They're just up ahead. We're not all the way on the top of the dune. Their shifting city, as they call it, is at the top of this dune.
And
There are
there's a
members.
Go ahead.
There are members among our party with talent communicating with creatures, both camel and humanoid, and they may be able to sway the tieflings as you desire.
Very good. So if you could persuade them, I will give you a bonus. What we want is what you want. You've been hired to investigate. We want to investigate. So you get not only what you were promised, but an additional 1,000 gold from us. How does that sound?
To deal with the Sand Dragon.
All you
Why
have
not?
to do. Yes.
Are the bracers allowed to do this? Are we allowed to just take a contract in the middle of a desert? Like,
Good question. Good question.
a
So-
thing we do? No?
Absolutely not. This is super
Okay,
against bracer policy.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like
But
only
it's-
fans
well,
know
okay.
that, since I'm the
Okay.
only one who reads the fine print of anything.
The whole point of the bracers is to be neutral and
Yeah.
not take sides.
Okay.
I wondered
Well,
about that
hold
when
on.
you said we're employed by people. How are we employed by countries and then supposed to be neutral?
Well, so you're in. Basically, how it works is that they. I guess that is a good point, actually. To be fair, but you're basically told of something to deal with something. Like, for example, let's use this anomaly as an example. So they tell you about it, but they're not sending their people to investigate. They're saying, you take care of it. I want this to be in the right hands. And
kind of like UN peacekeepers going to like
Pretty
check weapons
much.
of mass destruction.
yeah,
essentially.
exactly. Like, it's
Really? Is that a good analogy?
I feel like it is.
where, yeah, it's just like,
Where do those
Instead
bombs
of-
end up?
instead of their people going and investigating this, they are informing and hiring someone else to take care of it.
So let's say we were hired to go do one specific thing from one country,
Yeah.
and then some other country was like, "Yeah, we also want to hire you to do the exact same thing."
So here's the big
Is there
difference.
any reason why we couldn't also take the second contract? Because that's
So-
basically what this is.
Yeah, so it's not. First of all, it has to go through official means. So
Okay.
you're not an official mean. First of all. Second of all, these people are directly involved. He is stating that he wants to continue. He's waiting for his reinforcements. He wants you to get this sand dragon out of the picture so that his people can go investigate. He wants to be involved, and that's against Bracer. Like, you cannot help him be involved.
Okay. So then,
Like this, they will be taking our job. Like
We can't have them
afterwards.
taking our jobs.
They took our job.
That's the problem.
so from our point of view, it's almost a good thing that this sand dragon is preventing them from investigating,
Yeah.
so that we can go somehow avoid the sand dragon and investigate before the competition does.
I feel like we're probably we've been on several quests with the bracers at this point.
Yeah.
Right?
We're not completely clueless, and only Finn has been drinking heavily.
Right.
So we're probably savvy enough to be like, that sounds great, and to sort of move on and continue
Right.
this out of earshot of
Well,
Right.
that means you're now attempting to deceive.
Which
There-
would not be good for any of us to do other than
No,
the
I
person
like
who's
this
been
idea.
drinking.
I like this.
No,
idea.
I don't.
I'm not
I
there.
don't.
No, you've already outlined your course of activity.
We've been kind
he
of
said yes. He
discussing-
said we need this dragon removed. You've said we'd be happy to do that, with
Okay.
no qualms expressed whatsoever. No
I will
reiteration of
attempt
the
to
bracer
deceive.
code.
I not.
You don't. What do you do? Point him out, be like he's deceiving. He's not
No,
actually.
no,
a
I'm
rock?
I'm not gonna point him out. I'm just not gonna be the one deceiving. If one of you two want to try, you
I
can
will
try,
deceive.
because you are doing
I will
it in
say-
your own volition. Like I'm.
Okay, so
you know
Belorin's
what? For right
sweating.
now, that sounds great.
Okay.
That sounds great.
That's what you want
Belorin
to say.
Okay.
stares at his shoes.
Roll deception.
And I have a 1d8 to add to this.
You do. It hasn't been 10 minutes yet.
It's better.
Okay. He looks at you and gives you a long, hard stare. He says,
He's no soft horn.
okay. Well, let's see what you can do. I'll see you in the morning. And he goes back into the tent.
He doesn't realize that we sleep during the day. That's going to be awkward for him. We're going to be sleeping.
That's fine by me. Shit.
Yeah, you guys haven't slept yet, so.
Okay, so how close are we to the?
Oh
the
wait, no,
tent?
you did sleep. No, you guys.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
how,
you did.
how close are we to the tents? Can we like get any gauge on like how many soldiers are here?
It is two medium, not huge tents. Like maybe could four
Four
total,
soldiers.
2 each. Yeah, there's not many people here. He said his whole
Not
platoon.
an army.
His whole platoon got eaten by the
There's
sand
4
dragon.
of them dictating
Wait,
what we're doing?
8.
That's the question. How big is your
8.
platoon?
2 2s is 4.
No, 2, 4.
Oh,
Not
okay.
many people.
Man, it'd be a great time to have an undead squad to kill them with.
An undead horse, we just ride them into the ground.
Yeah.
No, we could have convinced the undead horsemen that these were invaders.
We'll never know. They're banished to the nth dimension or whatever the fuck it was.
No, don't worry. We'll
Uh-huh.
run into them again. We'll run into them again.
Okay,
so-
what are we doing now?
So at this point,
We're going to meet the tieflings.
yes, we know where the tieflings are. We still have to figure out a way to get around the sand
Yeah,
dragon.
and do any of you guys, to the dwarves, do either of you know of some signal that Finn might actually respond to come like be a member of the party?
I can be very loud.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Hey Finn, they're gone!
Just let me quickly check what I can do.
I can't even begin to try to understand what's going through that guy's head.
You know, you dwarves are closer to the ground than I am, and that must upset you sometimes. But Finn, he's closer to the ground than anyone should ever be.
Oh, a prone joke. Got it. I suppose. Okay, so at this point we know where the tieflings are, right?
You're full of the metagame today.
And what else do we know?
You started a list of things you know and ended after item 1. Are you sure you want to continue?
I think we're all pretty tired at this point.
This might be a good. I think actually,
Okay.
I think that was
before we end.
no, that was the final
Wait,
point.
wait. Before we end, let's decide on a course of action first.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you
We're
off.
gonna
Ricky.
go
ahead.
speak with the tieflings, but we have to get Finn to stand
That's what
the
I want
fuck
to
up
do.
and
No.
talk to them for
We
us.
could just go walk back to where we know Finn is at, but still,
what-
what we have to do is decide on how we're going to get past the sandworm, because we can't talk to the tieflings if the sandworm is protecting them.
Maybe Flynn
Well,
wants to
they-
say
they
something.
managed
No,
to
no,
talk to the
No,
tieflings.
no, no.
They
Let me-
talked to
let
the
me be clear.
tieflings.
Okay.
Let me be clear about something real quick.
Okay.
So, tent, tieflings, whatever everyone's looking for. So the tieflings are close to
The
the
worm
tent.
is
Yeah.
between whatever we're looking for, and the tieflings not between
Yes.
the tieflings and the
Gotcha.
tents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They are
the tieflings will solve this
The
for us.
worm isn't
It's called a
guarding
pounder.
the
It's the word you were
tieflings
looking
like
for
this.
earlier, Steve.
Gotcha. So basically, we can just.
Say that again?
It's called a pounder.
Pounder?
Pretty sure.
Okay, just before we end,
What
I want
is?
to walk.
Sets up
Back
the rhythmic
6
beat that summons the sandworm.
Oh,
Is that a Dune reference?
I think so.
yeah.
God, I haven't seen that in like 20 years.
Seen it?
I
You
mean,
mean read it?
as I
No.
walk,
Movie.
I walk like a rock, I walk in a very like non-constant pattern.
Yes, you do.
Like sort of.
Asymmetrical. He
Or like
sounds
that.
like he sounds like sand falling down a dune. That's what he's saying. Or a
But
rock.
what type of sand is
That's
the
a good
question.
question. Belorin,
Right.
what did you want to do?
How many types of rocks are there?
Yes, I wanted to
5.
walk the 60 feet back to look if I can see Finn
I am
in my vision,
I am
and if I
prone and
don't,
stealth.
and if I don't,
And
like
I'm
when I go
cursing
back,
Jupiter with every breath.
I will
5%. 5% you die.
How many times?
I'm gonna cast
How many
Amateur on
11.
myself. And I
11
want to-
times? Alright. I got this.
Make my voice as loud as possible, and I want to call it like, Finn, Aiden, come out!
I push Fang Jr. forward.
Aiden would have heard it also, though.
I hold Aiden. Don't respond. They're under duress.
I got one roll left. You live today.
Jupiter is an impotent god.
I just want to point out there.
That's another 220.
What was happening?
I just rolled 12 times in a row and I couldn't get whatever.
Welcome to my life. All right. So, with that moment, Belorin, violating all party agreements and all elements of sanity, with the guards nearby, the people he's just met, he turns and shouts, "Other people in my party who you don't know about, you can come out now." And that's where we're going to end it. After a brilliant list by Xylo and a brilliant decision by Belorin, I think this is a perfect time to cut it for the night. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We will be back. Unfortunately, we have a break next week. I didn't say this earlier. My brother's getting married, so I'm out of town. So it will be 2 weeks in between this episode and the next episode. Let us know your displeasure, particularly to Ricky and Xylo, if there's any part of that you don't like, if you would like to record more regularly or have episodes released more often. Those are really the people holding us up. So if you have any displeasure related that way, please direct it that way. Steve wants it as well.
Me too. I'm holding this back as well.
Yeah,
right.
I'll JoINrbs is. All
right, I don't even know what's happening right now. I'm just gonna end this session while I'm still
Thank you very much for watching, guys.
And Zygon taking.
Have a good night.